Sorry, it's just that they're talking amongst each other who wants to. Kali may want to lead today. Okay, we'll all do this together. All right. Dear Lord God in heaven, we thank thee for all the blessings and gifts that you have given each and every one of us. We thank thee for all these special gifts you have blessed some of us. May these gifts be put in place and used for the betterment of everybody, for the good of everybody, and also to raise vibrations and everything. Dear Lord God, I'm sorry. Okay, Michael. Yes. Heavenly Father in heaven, we thank thee with all our hearts for this special time that you have allowed us to have with this people. We thank you for allowing Juliana to pass on our messages. And we thank you for bringing these people into our group, people who need help in their own individual ways. We ask that you bless each and every member of this group and allow us to expel all demons, entities, and spiritual mercenaries. We ask that you bless Juliana in order for her to continue doing her job and for her to be able to relay the messages to the people. We ask that Dean be allowed to evolve his gifts, that he may also reach out to more people. We ask that all humans on earth be allowed to receive the special blessings that only you can give. We ask that everybody raise their head in prayer and ask for forgiveness and to give thanks for all the blessings that you have received. Today's session will be a little bit more different because of the messages that will be relayed. Because of the messages that will be relayed not just at one time, but throughout the entire meeting. We invite all of you to write down your questions and to approach us with your questions for us to deliver the answers. There will be many amongst you today who will require a direct healing from us. We ask that you do not falter in your quest to find the truth. Together with my brothers and me, we will be raising the frequency of the vibration. That's what you call it. But for us, we call it the light, the shield. And sometime this afternoon, we will be teaching every one of you how to do it. Heavenly Father in heaven, thank you for allowing us this time with the people. And thank you for allowing us to communicate with everybody. My brothers and me will block out all evil, all entities. So if any of you have any issues feeling sick during this program, we ask that you do not be concerned, you do not be afraid. It is just that while we are talking, we are also cleansing, reaching out to all of you and cleansing you from within. And if you do feel nauseous along the way, we ask that you raise your hands to let us know. Thank you. Amen. Okay. So anybody feeling nauseous so far? Great. Huh? Did somebody put up your hand? No. Okay. All right.
I don't feel good, Juliana, but it's not nausea.
I'm sorry. What?
I don't feel good. I don't have nausea, but I don't feel good the whole
Okay.
day today. The whole day today. Not
Oh,
only not now. The whole day today. Well,
you've not been feeling good since Tuesday. Am I correct?
right. I felt very bad on Monday. Yesterday I was better, but yes, and today I started feeling bad again. I'm very down.
Yeah, I know. There's a lot of thoughts going on in your head. Anyway, so we shall start right now. Questions, please put it up in the chat room. And for everybody who is here with me, the four cornerstones, all four of them today, which is Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel. And for those who are not familiar with us or who are meeting us for the first time, just to let you know that Michael is here for, well, he's the warrior. He's the all of them are warriors. Sorry. All of them are warriors, but Michael is the most aggressive of the warrior because he deals and he tackles demons and demonic energies and all this sort of stuff. And Raphael is for healing, and Gabriel is for relationships of any sort, whether it's personal or professional. And Uriel is for wisdom. I'm sure, yes, sorry. He does a lot more, but wisdom is what I go to him for. Okay. So anyway, and yes, we have Kay, which is Kali. She comes today as Mother Earth, and there is Shiva. And the reason why Kali has decided to join us in today's Zoom, and I think she'll be a frequent visitor for our other sessions, is because we come to you with a singular purpose also. It's not just to reach out to each and every one of you, but at some point during the Zoom, we will be joining together. We'll be calling out for all healers, and we'll be joining together to raise the shield. The shield, I'm not talking about over yourself or your homes or anything. We are going to try and raise the shield as high up as we can to cover, to heal Mother Earth. So, all right, so let's attend to your questions first. Oh, before the questions, sorry, yeah, Dean. I'm going to pull out a few names. Please know that the names I pull out is not by me. It is by any of the four cornerstones, the angels, who will pull out certain names because individually or all of them feel that there's an issue that we need to attend to with each and every one of you. It could not only be just with you, but it could also be with the space that you're sitting in. So therefore, understand that it benefits all of you to show your video of yourself, show a video of yourself so that we can come to you quicker. So starting right now, somebody here is feeling really dizzy. I'm feeling really lightheaded right now. Who is feeling lightheaded here? Okay. Sophia, Eleni, Susan, Kathy Rose, Willie Talonghari, can you please switch on your video if you may? Kelly, yes. Kelly, so all your names, I'm just going to mention it. Kelly, Raphael would like to see you or talk to you. So when it comes to Dean's time. So just take note of your names because I'm not going to go over them again. Victor. No. We have already seen you. Wait, I'm just calling you out. That's all. Alyssa. No, Elise. Anna, your mom. Your sister, sorry. My apologies. Barbara. Karina, do you have your sister here? Can't hear.
Oh, sorry. She's trying to log in right now. Her name's Erica. I don't know if you see her yet.
Okay. Well, we'll wait for her.
Thank you.
I am being pulled. Hello, Erica. Wait, I am being pulled towards. Have we seen you before, Sophia? I am being pulled either towards Eleni or Willie. It's more towards Willie for some reason. Willie, can you hear us? Willie, can you hear us? Third time I'm going to call, and after that I'm dropping. Willie, can you hear us? All right, moving on to the next person. Susan, how many names have we called already so far, Dean? Do you know?
I'm not sure which names you were calling and which people you were just telling to turn on their video.
Okay, so all of you that I've just called out, including one last name, and that is, where is she? I am so. Yeah. Willie. Yeah. Two angels wants to talk to you, not one. So all of you whose names I've called out, please take note of your names. And Erica, can all of you please give Dean your personal, your details, type it to him on chat, your name and your birthdays. And what
Your birthplace,
birth dates.
date, city, and if you know the time of birth.
Yes. So you're not obligated to put it out on public chat. You can send it to Dean privately so that he may start calculating it.
And
So that he
also, we're going to work with some of you in the Zoom with the group doing healing work. If you'd prefer to do it afterwards privately, just make a note of that when you send your birth date.
Kelly, you don't need to send to everybody. Now, how you send to Dean privately or me or anybody else is you go to chat in the top right-hand corner, you pull out chat, and then you see all the names are there. And you hit on Dean's name only. And when Dean's name comes out, it says private. So then send him your details through that. Okay, the same with Jane. Please send to Dean your details privately. Okay. All right. Now, I'm going to go through every one of you. iPad 2, what's your name again? iPad 2. Yes?
I'm Patty.
Oh,
Patty.
hi, Pat.
Hi.
Hi. As much as I would like to see have everybody see Dean, but right now, the most urgent cases I'm sending to Dean, but the rest of you I will glance over quickly, and after I have spoken to each and every one of you, if you need to talk further because of the time constraint, you can always text me individually. Is that okay?
Yes.
All right. Now I'm going to go through some questions first. What positive things will happen due to the vivid? I think Right now, there's as Dean and me, we had a discussion on this a few days ago. The COVID-19, on one hand, you know, it is a pandemic and people are being affected by it, but alternatively, there's also a positive side to it, not discounting the severity of it. And the COVID-19 allows us to, how shall we say, reevaluate our position, our situations, and helps us to maybe break away from certain choices and forces us, with whether it's by economic or whatever reasons, it forces us to move in new directions. Sometimes the path that we are on, we're so settled in it that we don't see the walls that are coming up ahead of us. And so coronavirus, it allows us for everything negative that happens is always a positive thing. And it brings families together, it brings loved ones back together, and it teaches you the value of life, basically, and the kind of decisions that you're making. It teaches you to make better decisions, and ultimately it teaches you to treasure life and treasure the people that are with you and what you have. We don't know what we've lost until we lose it. There are so many other positive reasons, but right now I'm just going down the list. Now, well, Anna, that's the reason why I would like us to see your sister separately later. But looking at her right now, very quickly. What she's going through is a carry forward from, it's a karma thing. It's part of a karmic cycle that she's going through. And this is definitely something up Dean's alley. And once I start getting into it, I think it's going to take a little bit more longer than it should right now, I mean. But you need to disengage yourself from one of the cycles. Okay, can you hear me? Does this make sense to you? You can unmute yourself if you want.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, now I can hear.
When you say disengage from a cycle, could that be from a particular person?
What I'm seeing on you right now, on your back, don't get the wrong idea. It's not a parasite or anything, it's a big rock. And you carried that rock with you from another karmic cycle. It was a huge sense of responsibility that you felt you did not fulfill.
Okay.
You know, you did not fulfill correctly. And so therefore you wanted to make up for it by carrying it here in your current life too. And so you're trying to pay back what you feel you did not fulfill in your previous life. And I think Dean will be able to help you understand more about it. So make sure you send your details to him and we'll get back to you after the, when it's Dean's turn, all right?
Thank you, yes.
You're welcome.
It makes sense.
All right. Hi, Dolly. Looking good. Mhm. Okay. Now, Kelly, we have seen you before, haven't we? First few sessions before.
Yes, I was here once before.
All right. Victor, we're all yes, okay.
Did you say anything, Juliana, to me? You said anything?
No, I was just teasing you. Okay, hold
Oh,
on.
I wrote a question there too.
I'm getting to it. Yes, there is, but you have to validate whether your mom and daughter are really being affected by what you know, by whether your intuition about that is correct. So that one is something that I can tell you right now. You see, after the procedure you went through with us, there's going to be residual stuff flying all over the place. And sometimes people get hit by it unintentionally, and sometimes people don't. So I would say that yours is not the end of it right now. You're still trying. I mean, there's still a lot of work to do. Remember what taking the knife out was only the first stage of healing. And once the knives comes out, that's your, okay, what were you saying?
I couldn't hear because someone has the microphone open and I couldn't, there wasn't some noise and I couldn't hear what you were saying.
All right, everybody has their microphone down. Well, after the extraction of the knives from your back,
Yes.
I did tell you that there will be repercussions, there will be follow-ups, there will be residual stuff flying all over the place. So this could possibly be one, and to be prepared because there will be a reaction. So this is one of the reactions, okay? So the work is not finished yet. So we will have to continue. But have you done your bath yet?
I'm doing it every day.
How do you feel after it?
I'm good. It's difficult to be very long time because it's very hot and I feel like my blood pressure going down. But yeah, I'm trying. I yesterday was the first time I was able to stay for 45 minutes. Before I was
Okay.
30, 35.
All right. So that's something that you can text me about later after the Zoom. We will communicate more in detail, okay? About that, the procedure. Because I don't want to confuse everybody about what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Now, next is wait, okay, Victor. Okay. Where's Mike? I'm trying to find you. Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you come closer to the camera? Because right now is the reflection is in your glasses. Good. Okay. Your son is just trying to push you as hard as he can because he's trying to test you. Now, how old is your son? About
25.
25. So, okay. He's just trying to test you. For some reason, he feels that he's a bit old to be feeling this way, but he feels that you're the old man. And so you don't really know as much as, you know, it's like he discriminates you because of the fact that you're old, he's modern, you know, that kind of thing. And but I can tell you that he's got a lot of issues that he's going through. He's got a lot of frustrations that he's going through, possibly from his job. And so people being people, sometimes the best of us, we lose it sometimes and we take it out our frustrations on other people. And I know you love him very much. I mean, all parents love their kids. But in this situation, I would strongly advise you to be patient and instead of fighting with him, just listen to him and ask him, what's really eating you? Why? What is it that's really eating? Because he doesn't tell you his problems. He doesn't want to tell you his problems because he feels that, so what if you know? What can you do about it? You know, this is my time, not your time. And
Yeah.
we do we do things differently. I think it's what you call the generation gap.
Yeah, because
All
he's been in a lot of trouble and I just don't know what to do with him.
And you've been wanting to, I believe that you, if I'm not mistaken, you have been wanting to move or relocate or something, but, or at least have a change. But you have not really been able to do that because of your concern for your kid. And that you don't want to be out of range for him.
Mhm.
You know what? All I can tell you is that your son, this is not the route that he was supposed to take. Why do I hear mom, mom, mom all the time? His issues, I think, has got something to do with the mom. Not that he has issues with her, but it's something, it's like he grew up at about 13, 14. Yeah, that's where the 13, 14 comes in, because I keep saying that. Around 13 or 14,
Yeah.
there's something happened, something happened with the mom, not between him and her, but something happened with your wife that affected him tremendously. And he's a very sensitive kid. Realistically, I mean, actually his path, he's supposed to be some kind of a musician. I see him holding an instrument and I see musical notes all over him. A person who has that, a person who holds this to the instrument and the musical notes is a very creative, very sensitive soul. But something affected him and shook him like an earthquake. And it has something to do with the mom. I do not know what, I do not know how, and I don't want to go into it.
Mhm.
But he became detached and he became very like disillusioned almost to the fact that he felt let down. And so the obvious way is to just go ahead and he's been trying to do things to hurt himself. And he does that because he feels that he needs to be punished. Now, where all this comes from, I don't know. But this is something that goes deeper between you and your wife. And, only you hold the key to that. But he feels it's almost like he's becoming a sadist to himself. So it's also an adrenaline for him, the trouble that he gets himself into. So he has veered off path. But for him to get back on it, he needs somebody that he can trust who's good and good to him. He needs some kind of a mentor figure. Now, whether all this makes sense to you, I have no idea, but it's something that for you to ponder about. And if you want, you can always contact us later. All right?
All right. Thank you.
Okay. You're welcome. Next question. iPad 2. Okay, I have to go to, where's iPad 2 again?
Yes, that's Patty.
Patty. I'm
Yeah.
trying to, my screen is always moving now. It doesn't stay put. So every time I get a fix on somebody, it moves the screen.
Oh,
Oh, okay, there you go. I see you, Patty. So, how do you feel that you are a light worker? Gabriel, Raphael, Doria.
Well, I've involved in a very, first of all, I'm a Reiki master, and but it's not what I like to do it, but that's not what I want to just do all the time. And I dabble in angel card readings and mediumship, channeling. I've taken classes in different areas there. And I'm just trying to figure out, and since I've been, COVID-19 shelter in place, every day I'm meditating and taking various classes. I just don't know which, am I supposed to be going in a specific direction or just enjoy the ride, so to speak?
Trust me, at 5 years old, if I could have, and 4 years old when I was 4 and 5, if I could have spoken out loud, I would have asked the same questions. Now, I just checked with my 4 cornerstones, and Raphael and Gabriel said that they have actually reached out to you and approached you. Have
Yes,
you spoken to them?
yes, I say Gabrielle. I see of the female sense. I
Yeah.
channeled her once.
Or, but you did not use your cards. You had a direct communication.
Just channeling, yes.
Yeah. Okay, so they say that they have reached out to you at some point and they have spoken to you, but I'm talking about Gabriel, my Gabriel, the man.
Okay. Right.
So has reached out to you, and he's also Raphael has also communicated with you through your hands as to how to move your hands when you do your healing. And some of the energy that comes out, according to him, is basically because he put his hands over your hands.
Yeah.
So being a light worker is a very wide sphere. I did not even know that I was a light worker. It's just that one day I was asked to write a piece about me, and I didn't know how to write it or what to call myself, because I don't like showcasing myself in any form or manner. And so Michael took over the way he always does, because he's very impatient. So he took over and he called me a light worker. So there you go. Okay. Being a light worker also means that you have a frequency. You're able to channel what you say channel, I say communicate. Communicate with them on their level. On their level, meaning that it's of a certain frequency.
A higher frequency.
Way higher. That's
Right.
way higher than talking to a regular energy. Now, being a light worker is a very loose term for being a fruit salad, because basically you can do everything and anything. You're not limited to just one area. And how you define yourself further on is that how they work. And this is what they're downloading to me right now. Now, if you're a light worker and you're meant to go to do something with your gifts, they will push the right people to you. They will push the right scene to you. You don't go out looking and grabbing anybody off the street and saying, hey, let me help you. And you yank them in. No.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Yeah.
basically you just, they will train you. They will train you even in your sleep. They will train you. They will, if you go to sleep at a certain time, they will send you in your dreams and everything. You will, they will send you to the hall. You know what the hall is.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
yeah, and there they will put you through the paces of what you're supposed to do with your gifts. And once you graduate and they have a graduation ceremony, you just wait, because they will send them in they will send the people to you in trickles for you to treat, for you to help. And along the way, those people are meant to be your they're actually your training sessions. And the more confident you are with what you're doing, your gifts, and you see results, and you get more confident, then more and more people will come to you.
Okay. Okay.
All right. So it's like no coincidence that I met Dean, or Dean met me, or people other. So along the way, many hands to push. Somebody's back really strong. Okay, so just have faith. There's no specific route that I can push you on, because you're already on it. But right now, it's a question of getting yourself equipped with the right knowledge and the right skills.
Yeah. I guess I was trying to make it like happen, because you know, I'm waiting for other things happening in my family as well, like grandchildren.
The important thing to note is that in a vocation like yours and mine, the key word is patience. You can't rush it.
Yeah,
You have,
I'm not good at that.
okay?
Okay.
But the important thing to know is that don't rush it, because a person who rushes it and is impatient and who wants more than what they already have right now, they want
Mhm.
instant results. Instant results will come, but from a different side, you know.
Okay.
The
Yeah.
devil is always out there listening. Oh, this is my next prey, because you know she's ready for the plucking, because she wants this right now and I can offer her that. But every
Yeah.
time you accept the offer, there's a heavy price to pay. It's your soul, and
Yeah.
once you can't get it back.
So just enjoy the ride.
Enjoy and distinguish who comes to you for help.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Thank you.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you.
Kelly, you said that you have saged for the first time. The thing with saging is good, but at the same time, you also have to understand that you have to sage it the correct way, and you have to use the right type of sage. And green is really acting up here, and you have to use the right type of sage. And before you sage, you have to know what intentions you want from the sage. If you do it the wrong way, it's not that the sage is bad. It's just if you do it the wrong way and it overwhelms you, because the purpose, the intent do not meet hand in hand.
Okay. Yeah, I'm very new at this.
Yeah. So
yeah.
it's something you've got to do. For you right now, what you want is to do a saging, but to sage it clockwise, not clockwise. And you want to get a sage smudge stick that has got pure sage, white sage with white string, not red strings. The color of the strings matter. And the direction.
Thank you.
And the direction that you sage matters too. So clockwise means you bring in good stuff. Anti-clockwise, that means starting from the door, and you do it anti-clockwise, it means you're banishing all the negativity in the house.
Okay.
Okay? Got
Okay,
it?
so I want to go clockwise, right? Yeah. Thank you.
Next is okay. Well, Kelly, save your questions for later. We will be talking to you during Dean's
Oh,
time.
I'm sorry.
I believe
Okay.
pulled out your chart, so we'll just go through as fast as we can. Okay.
Okay,
Now,
thank you. Sorry.
Elise, my concern is that with you is that you have many energies standing behind you. Your place is not empty.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. How do you pronounce your name? Alice or Elise? Because I have another Elise here too. How do you want me to pronounce your name?
Elise Angel?
No, not you. I'm talking about the other one.
Oh,
Alice,
okay. I'm
Alice,
sorry.
Alise, Harutunian.
Are you talking to me?
Yes, to you. So how do I pronounce your name?
Alice. Alice is perfect.
Okay.
What do you mean I have a lot of energy standing behind me? What kind of energies?
I'm trying to figure that out, but some of them are lost energies.
Lost souls, like?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. And another one I can't quite figure out, but it's most likely, it's just almost like a shadow. Almost like a shadow. But you don't, from where I'm looking at right now, the angle, I don't see any black cobwebs or anything.
You
But
don't-
your
sorry, you don't see any what?
black cobwebs.
What's that?
It's not like regular cobwebs. It's what you call when negative energy has been around for a while, especially if you have like stick figures. Where are you? Okay, stick figures or dark shadow in your circle. They leave behind cobwebs, which are
Okay.
black cobwebs. So for you, you would definitely need a cleansing in your area, in your house. Do you collect little mementos from the
Crystal? Yeah.
crystals? But did you also bring in some kind of a strange item? It's like round, and it's almost as if there's an image inside, but it's not like a picture frame. It's almost like, it's not something that you put your picture in it, but it comes with an image of something.
I know.
And round.
I live with my mom who has dementia, and I care for her. So this is her house. So the things you're picking up, I don't know if they have to do with me or if they have to do.
Yeah, it makes sense then. It could be because of your mom.
Okay.
All right. Because
there's all kinds of things she has collected, either from travels or family who have traveled and brought her back stuff. And a lot of the stuff I want to get rid of, she won't let me even touch them. So I'm dealing with that constantly. So I try to keep my bedroom and my office as clean as possible, but the rest of the house, it's hers. Not much I can do about that.
yeah, because looking at your surroundings, it gives me the chills behind my neck, and it's not a good feeling.
I'm sorry.
No, it's all right. But do you live with your mom 24/7 to look after her?
Yes, she has dementia.
Has she told you that she's seen her dad or her grandfather around her?
Not yet, but my aunt, her sister, just passed away a couple of months ago, and my uncle said that she had mentioned that she kept seeing her dad or her mom or her brother, who would also be her mom's brother.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Things keep interrupting. Your mom, is she around 83?
Wow. Thank you for saying that. She's 91.
Well, she's in that vicinity, but she's in between here and there.
I know.
You know what I mean by that. And that's the reason why
for a long time.
Yeah. She's in what I call the Shadowlands.
Right.
So
sometimes I get pulled in with her and I have to fight really hard to come back, which is why I'm always talking to Archangel Michael or Raphael or Gay. I'm always talking to the angels because I feel like they're the only thing that really keeps me grounded and from going insane.
Yes, because even sitting here and looking at you, at your picture around behind you, it's almost, I feel like I'm being sucked into it. You know what I mean? I'm being pulled to the Shadowland. And it's not a place that I want to be right now because I have to be here right now with me.
So I have to live with that 24/7.
Okay. Your mom is very stubborn. She's old, but she's very stubborn and she refuses to go without a fight. Yep. She wants it on her own terms. And she is like, who do you think you, I'm not allowed to say anything other than proper English here, okay? Sorry. So she's like, who do you think you, I'm not going. It's not my time to go. Why should I go? It's not the right time. I haven't had my tea yet. I haven't had my coffee. Or I need to get my nap in or something like that.
That's her to a T. That's her to a T. I will decide when and how I do things and when I die, and nobody's going to tell me what to do. That's her to a T.
Yep. So I would, What was your original question? I'm veering off. Oh, you didn't ask any questions. Okay.
No.
This is going to be a challenge. You're also on the name list for Dean to check you, right? I had called out your name earlier. Have you sent him his details?
I did.
Your details? Huh?
I did.
Okay, good. You know, in the Shadowlands, it's like when you get in there, there are so many hands that's like pulling you in all directions. And what they are is like hands. I don't see the bodies or anything. Ah, okay. So we'll talk to you more in detail later. So just hang in there, all right?
I don't know if this will come up for you, but I always feel like my dad is always around because like he's standing between me and the Shadowland.
Yeah, because okay, what he's saying is that it is way over time for your mom to join him. She has refused. It's way over time, he says. So, and he's concerned about the energy, about the drain of energy on you.
I know, so am I.
Yeah, and he feels that you spending so much time with your mom is depriving you of living your own life.
I know that too.
Okay.
But she won't leave. And
well,
dementia, it's very difficult to leave her all by herself all the time.
Okay. Now, Raphael, please don't take this the wrong way, but Raphael is saying that when I'm connected with you, I get sucked into the Shadowlands, which is actually where I am right now.
Okay, okay.
And I've got a lot of hands reaching out to try and pull me deeper in, which I'm not going to allow them to do. But at the same time, what they're saying is that I missed you out. Can you please send your details to Dean?
I did.
Okay, good. We'll come to you after this, all right?
Okay.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you.
Now, Gulina, can you please look straight at the camera? You're not staying in the bath long enough. You've been cheating. I can see that. You have to go and get a dunk and stay in there this time for longer than 10 minutes.
I was there longer.
Okay. Otherwise, it's not working. And otherwise, it's like, it's money down the drain and it's time wasted.
Okay. And I just started really late. I was there for 45 minutes, just, you know, really cutting it close.
Okay.
I'll stay there longer.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Susan. Hi. May I ask you a question? Are you in a feud with somebody? I can't hear you.
Not exactly, but I feel like there might be things out to get me sometimes. I'm taking care of my mother. I live in Hawaii, but I'm in Oregon with my mother. And sometimes I don't feel like my sisters, I just don't know everything that's going on with everybody.
Okay. Well, what Gabriel is telling me is that you're in a feud with somebody. You're feuding. What that means exactly, I'm not too sure.
Are you feuding? Like feuding. Fighting?
Well, not fighting, not like this. Not fighting with the mouth, but yeah, fighting with the mouth. But it's like there's this resentment going on from you to this person back to you, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's like, and it's turning into something really deep. So it's also eating up your energy. It's soaking your energy dry. So what Raphael is telling you is you have to stop. You have to close that door, that gap, and focus on yourself. Because right now, this is not an old feud. It just started like a few months ago, like 7 or 8 months ago. But he wants you to take stock of your situation and to use your energy where it matters most, not in all this growing resentment back and forth with this person and you. Okay, does that make sense? But
well, one of the things that I've been focusing on is the from childhood, how the maladaptive behaviors that we learn to cope with people and things, and to see where that comes from my own trauma, and then getting through my trauma and letting it go from there. And that's with my family, and that's why I'm with my mother, is so that I can let that stuff go, and my sisters and other people. So I'm trying, I mean, what I'm doing, I think, is getting to the bottom of it and mucking it out, so to speak. But not blaming them, but letting go of my resentment.
yeah. So Gabriel says how to it, because it's a real drain on your energy. It's like, and it's more energy going out than energy is going in.
And that's what I think that I've done a lot, is put out more energy, not necessarily with resentment, but with anything. And I don't let a lot of things in.
And because of your closeness to your mom, your empathy, you're also an empath, and you've been pulling on her. That means she's been sharing her energy with you.
I agree with that. And I've been trying, I was a nurse for 40 years, and I've been trying to figure out the best things for her. And it's kind of difficult because sometimes she is a little resistive, and then I get resistive, and it's not such a good thing, but it's working out a little bit better.
Good, because looking after your mom is like looking after 10 patients at once. You need to be very realistic about that, about what you can put out and what you should not put out. Okay?
And yes, I have set some boundaries that I need not to jump in and try to do things for her. I've asked her to ask me for things, and I'm starting to learn to ask for permission before I do things. Because being a nurse, you always do things to fix people, and it doesn't work. No.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to go into the shield pretty soon, because actually we're approaching Dean time right now. So I just want to there's so many more of you that I would like to get to personally to talk to. So please try, and I apologize for not being able to reach out to all of you today. But please do not hesitate to contact me directly. Dean will put out our contact numbers. There is no question that's too small for me to respond to. So if you need to communicate with me further on any specific questions, then just text me. Yeah, we are giving for those of you that we have not seen on Zoom right now in this particular session, if I've not already spoken to you, then it will be a free 15 minutes for you if you decide to contact either Dean or me. But as I said, there are so many of you. I see so many faces, and I see so many situations in the background of you that I would so much love to comment on and to talk about, but time is a huge restriction. So Elise and Angela, you're looking really good. Is everything going better for you now?
Yes, I feel better.
You're more in charge. The situation has not changed. You have changed, and I can see that.
Thank you.
Yay. Power to the women. Okay. All right. Now, at this particular juncture, I would like to call all healers to put up your hands. Reiki healers, healers of any sort, light workers, all of you, put up your hands. It's hard for me to see who is putting up your hands, because either my internet connection is bad or all of you have decided to go off screen. But for all of you who are here and who hear me and who would like to help further our cause to heal the world, that's also one of the reasons why Mother Earth is here, and that's Kali, or K as I call her. So she will be coming in on part of the coming in with the group to lead the group into raising the frequency, the vibration that we're going to put out right now. And the whole idea is to raise it high enough to be able for it to fall back down like a shield over the earth. Now, I don't guarantee that it's going to go over all of the earth, but it will come down. At least, let's see how far it will go down. So the whole challenge for me right now, is to see how low I can bring the shield down around the world. And it's not a one-time thing. Every Zoom session now, wherever possible, I invite all healers to come forward together. We need to unify ourselves together and join our energies together to heal the earth, the core of the earth, which is suffering right now. So if you are all ready, I want you, Victor, are you okay? Stop thinking, start doing, stop thinking. Okay, you got a teddy bear face. Okay, now are we ready? Which is a good thing. It's a cute thing. Okay, are we ready? All healers, now no more jokes. Let's do this. I want all of you to drink some water. Let the water trickle down. Lena, for a second, I thought Darth Vader was behind her when you moved away. It was your chair. Okay. All right. Everybody here, especially healers, I want all of you to join me, to join Kali, to join Shiva, to join Michael, Raphael, Uriel, and Gabriel. On my side, we're all ready. We're going to raise, we're going to start. We are going to start by pushing collectively. We are going to push our energy to each and every one of you. With the energy that you feel, once you start to feel your hands tingling or get warm, that means that you have received the energy. Now, to receive the energy, we need to come together as one. Think with one mind. That explains one voice, one light. We need to bring all our voices together as one in order to push out the light collectively as one light. Once we have the light, the energy, the light secured, we will then push it upwards, and we will let the archangels take over to raise to bring it back down to the earth. 1, 2, 3. Focus. Take deep breath. Those of you who are not healers, just think of positive thoughts. Send out good wishes, good blessings for the earth. Send out your wishes to the archangels for the earth. Now say out loud if you feel the energy in your hands. Just say yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm going to heal each of you before we heal the earth, okay? Okay, now I want you to envision a certain, imagine you're all standing together in one circle in a room. And I want you to focus on one point, one central point in the floor, on the floor, in the middle of all of you. One point, all of you focus on the middle of the floor. Now slowly, I want you to transfer with your hands, push the energy out from your hands as if you're pouring molten liquid into that center. It is gold, it is bright, it is warm. I'm taking that energy and raising it. Okay. Did all of you feel it? Oh, how many of you felt it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
The more practice, the better. So we'll get it over in one day. Got a huge ball. So okay. Thank you so much. Are there any other further questions? I said there's so much more to talk about. If we had 3 hours, it still wouldn't be enough. But I invite all of you or any of you to reach out to us privately on our phone numbers. You can text me and I will get back to you. Okay? Willie, thank you for, I know you have issues. And if you wish, you can text me with questions or call me to talk to me. Or, well, text me and tell me what your intention is and I will call you back. Or what your question is. All right? I can't hear you. I'm sorry, Willie. I still can't hear you. I think there's some kind of an audio issue with you. All right. Moving on. Okay, so without further ado, I don't know how much time I've eaten. 8 minutes. I'm getting better. Last time was 10 minutes. Okay, Dean. Where are you? Okay, there you go.
Right here.
Only 8 this time. Last time was 10 minutes. All right. I'm handing over to you. Thank you, everybody, for being here. And I hope to see all of you again our next session.
Okay, so we are going to begin to work with the people that Juliana called the names out about an hour ago. And there are 8 of them that I got the information for. And we try to finish by 4 o'clock, which means we have to be very efficient with our time. So everybody is welcome to stay for this healing, because it can, work on not only the people that we're specifically working on, but also for everybody else. And also we can all contribute to the sending the healing energy that we'll be doing. So, and we'll be working with the Archangels as well. So I'm gonna just get right into it. We're not gonna spend a lot of time explaining people's astrology charts or anything like that today, because it'll be about 5 minutes for each person to get everybody. And then also for people that we're not working on during this next hour, we can do like 15-minute sessions for anybody who we didn't work on today or talk to today. Just contact us, either text us or call us at the numbers that we put into the chat. And so let's get started. So I have Kelly's astrology chart in front of me, and I'm not sure if everybody's still here. I see Kelly, so I'm going to unmute Kelly. And
Hi, thank you.
Hi, Kelly. So what we do is I look at the astrology chart and I see some possible points that we might like to work on. And if you can tell me if there's any particular issues or pain or anything like that, that might help to make the choices. But and also the angels will give us their priorities, why they called on you in the first place. So
Okay.
I see some issues, possibly upper back and shoulders or neck, and also throat chakra and lower back. So
Yeah.
So just quickly, because we don't have a lot of time, are there any particular issues in those areas, Kelly, that strike you as being issues, either communication with somebody or
Yeah, communication with everybody, just speaking my truth. I have
Is
a
that-
hard time with that. Yeah.
has that been
Yeah.
an issue for you? Because I do see a strong Mercury Saturn square. So
Forever, yeah.
forever there's been issues
Yeah.
with communication. Yeah, it looks like it. So, and
Yeah,
then,
yeah.
but let's go right to Juliana and see why the angels called on Kelly to work on her.
Raphael has chose her, so we're talking about
Yeah.
I don't understand this, but what they're asking you to do is to be more proactive, do exercise your body more, and take care of your heart.
My heart. Okay. Okay.
Because right now, your heart is a little bit swollen. actually pretty swollen. And I don't know when is the last time that you managed to go to a doctor. Are you in Maui?
Pardon?
Are you in Hawaii, Maui or something? No, right?
No, California.
So anyway, but what they're saying is you have to take care of your heart. It's the left side. Your heart is, usually the heart is like this small. Your heart is now like that. Okay? And that's why they're saying that you need to cut down on your meats and go mainly on fish and vegetables. And they say you need to get done more. So this is going to help the heart, and it's also going to help, I do not know why, but left side of your lung.
Okay.
Okay,
All
so would you, Kelly, put one hand behind your heart? 'Cause those two of the points I see are the back of the neck and the back of the heart. If you could put a hand back there, as close as you can to get to behind the
Okay.
heart, behind the neck, and then your.
Uh-huh.
Can you adjust the camera so we can see you a little better?
Well, it's a phone, so
There you go. Okay.
yeah. Okay. So,
And let's
like
all
this?
direct healing energy to Kelly, particularly her heart and it's the back of her neck. It's the area from there to there that we're running energy. And then the angels are going to be working on you as well. And I can feel that it's already starting to happen. And we'll just do this for a minute. And let me know, Juliana, when you have something more to say. And also, Kelly, also connect the front of your heart to your throat chakra, which is like, just put one hand over your throat and one hand over your heart. Because it is communication
Okay.
issues also.
Okay.
Okay. So you can stop now. Juliana, do you have
Yes.
anything more to say after that?
Yes. Raphael says not to indulge anymore. Not anymore, but be careful Be more selective with what you indulge in.
I couldn't hear you. I'm sorry. Be careful with what, hon?
Be careful with what you indulge yourself with.
Okay.
Did you understand that, Kelly?
Indulge myself with? What does that mean? I don't know.
You mean like food or other kind of indulgences?
Yes.
Food? I'm in recovery, so I don't drink or do drugs.
Yeah. You have to change your portions of your food.
Okay. Yeah, I do eat a lot. I do. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome. And one more thing. Okay, and this is not sorry, but then what Raphael is saying, your mind is going to sleep. It's almost as if like your mind is becoming very dull. And what he wants you to do is to get to eat, if you need, eat more fibrous, no, eat more roots. Roots like tapioca, sweet potato, and whatever roots that are out there in the market. And that will help strengthen your brain a lot. Okay.
Okay, thanks. I'll do that.
You're welcome. Okay, next.
Okay, the next one is Erica. Are you
Hi.
there, Erica?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. So I'm seeing the moon to Jupiter. This might also involve food, but there's possible stomach, also back of the head, also the sacrum, and also the heart chakra are some of the areas I'm seeing. Is there anything in particular up with you right now, Erica?
Yeah, I just feel like right now I kind of just feel like there's probably some bad intentions around my family, like somebody directing some negativity, and I feel like it's manifesting in the physical realm. So I just want to see if there's anything I should be aware of.
Okay. And Juliana, do you pick up anything about that?
You know that we have lately we've been dealing with a lot of this, not a lot, but quite a few, a notable number. So it ties back to your mom.
Oh, okay.
Who did she choose to wage war with?
My mom?
Yeah, Karina knows. It's a back and forth.
Like an aunt?
Yeah, I'm assuming. I think so. Yeah. But the thing is that you are an empath. You are strong yourself, so you are picking up the energies, the negativity of the negative intentions of others. Not that you're making them happen, but you're picking things up from people. You do it because you have a big heart. Big heart.
There's a lot of static with your
sound,
Juliana.
Is
like
it?
it
No,
sounds like a short.
but it's not from me.
Okay.
Really? Yeah. Okay.
I just I'm muting everybody that I can.
Okay. So, you know, the unique part about both of you as sisters is each of you have different gifts. You and Karina, both of you have different gifts. You, Erica, are the more aggressive one. Not in terms of your personality, in terms of your gift, in terms of gifts. And you are the one that's more proactive in terms of your gift. Example, like if you feel that there's something that's malevolent or intending to harm or something, for you it's like, let's go and fight.
Yeah. That's exactly right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, whereas Karina is like, wait, let's sit back, let's see what this is all about. Let's think logically. Now, what could happen in this and that? But by the time it finishes that thought process, you're already out the door and looking for something to spice up.
That's
You're
right.
blushing, Karina. So,
I just let it be.
that's right. So right now, let's just put it this way. Out there, there's all that we can't be. There will always be somebody out there who will want to pick a fight with us, and I think that's what you are picking up. And where are you? Oh, there. And what my advice to you is just stay calm, because both of you, I think the problem with that emanates for your family comes, my apologies, but it's who you pick a fight with. And I think your mom has picked a fight with the wrong person.
Okay.
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 Yeah.
That makes sense.
But right now, what I feel that Dean needs to work on you on is to open up your spiritual wisdom, spiritual something over here, because right now it's very imbalanced. Her chakras need to be aligned.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm looking at another view of the chart where I can see, if we're going to work on that, put one hand on the top of your head, and this is the spiritual center, the crown chakra. And then there's behind your heart, there's like, that's where you feel like you get stabbed in the back or something like that.
Yeah.
And so connecting those energies, if there's any negative spirits or negative energy coming at you, this would be the place to work. So let's just get started. And everybody that would like to help with the healing, focus their energy on Erica, sending her positive energy. And Erica, you could ask the angels for assistance right now, clearing and healing the negativity that you're experiencing in your life. And just make that request. There you go. Very good. And we'll just do it. I'll be quiet for about a minute. And Juliana, let us know when you're ready to say something else in regards to this.
Erica, do you feel anything?
Yes.
Where?
My throat.
Okay.
And some release.
Okay, that's good. I could feel that shifting. Juliana,
Uh-huh.
have more to say, Juliana?
Yeah, but not here. We will talk later.
Okay.
Okay, good.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, next up is Sonia.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Okay, let's see.
Where is Sonia?
I'm here with under Anna.
Oh, okay, that's what was confusing me.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
the sister. Yeah.
Okay, hi, Sonia.
Hi.
Um, well, it looks to me like, well, there's a couple possibilities, but heart chakra, is there anything in particular going on that you'd like to deal with? It could be the solar plexus, also the belly. Um,
You're talking about emotional or physical?
Either if you're having any physical issues or if you're having any situations in your life that you'd like help with. And
Oh,
we'll also hear from the angels, that we could ask them what they're seeing too. But I see a bunch of different places we could be working. But
my biggest problem is emotional. I feel like I suffer a lot, and I don't think it's my own suffering. It's I have everything that I need, and I feel like my suffering is coming from somewhere else. And it really weighs heavy on me. I do have a lot of worry. I feel that the worst things that can possibly happen are going to happen to my family, or one person in particular, not to me. And it weighs very heavy on me, and I'm unable to shake it right now.
I can feel it. Probably what we're dealing with, you're very much an empath, I believe, and you're feeling a lot of other people's feelings. It's connected to your heart chakra and also to the back of your head, which is the collective unconscious. So in other words, you're feeling the feelings in your heart, but not just about yourself, but everybody else, and they're kind of causing a constriction because you don't want to feel so much. It's overwhelming. So that would be where I would choose to work, unless we hear from the angels that there's something even more important than that. But it's really the heart to the back of the neck and the back of the head, both. So what about you, Juliana? What are you hearing about?
Gabriel tells me that you have a lot of frustration because, especially where relationships are concerned, because it's almost as if like all things in your life in general, it's like you never get to finishing point. Every time you're doing something or you're involved in something, it gets to a point where you're looking forward to it and it's almost reaching the finishing point. But then something happens and it breaks off.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I guess it's been so long since I've actually thought about what I want that I'm kind of not really sure what makes me happy. I just want everybody around me to be okay and be happy and be fulfilled. And as I see that if everybody around me is that way, then I will be happy. But that's never going to happen.
Yeah, but as both Dean and me said, you are a strong empath, and you have to stop. You have, because right now it's like you trap yourself in a room, and the only voice you hear is yours, and that room has so many echoes of voices that is going all around. The more you scream, the louder it gets. The more you scream, the more voices comes back at you. And you can't differentiate whose voice is whose. You have to control that. You have to, if you can't handle being an empath, then you got to close the door on it.
I don't know how to do that. I didn't know anything about, I'm not very involved in any of the spiritual world or anything. I just feel it and I don't.
Let me ask you that your sister was talking, that your sister.
Yes.
What's that? Awa something or other. Awa what?
Oh, the ayahuasca plant medicine.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ayahuasca plant. Have you been taking a lot of it?
No, I've done it only twice, and I haven't. I'm a little worried. I'm a little scared because I feel I have too much unresolved inside of me. So
exactly. So the advice is that's not something that you should take, especially being an empath. It's like you are building a nuclear bomb. Because I think what that plant does, and correct me if I'm wrong, and I know that it has good purposes to it, but it is also, but it depends again on the person, their strength, how they handle it. Not every medicine is for everything. So for you need to stay away from certain things like medications that affect your ability to think, to calm you down, anti-anxiety pills and all this sort of thing. What we can do for you is we can minimize your ability to empath. We can't take it away completely, but we can at least calm it down. I mean, if you're born an empath, you are an empath, but along the way you have to learn how to control. The way to control is to be able to differentiate what is your voice and what is other people's voice. It can drive a person crazy because it's not just voices you hear, it's also the feelings that you pick up, like a human sponge. And I remember that when I was growing into my gifts, I used to have frequent migraines, like 2 weeks out of a month, I would be sick to the ground. So it is not an easy thing, but at the same time, the way that you feel, your concern for the family and everything, is because of that your karmic cycle, the rock that you're carrying like a shell. And so this is something that what Dean can do right now is work with you for a few minutes. But when you have the time, then you should reach out to him directly for him to work further with you to do a more complete and intense job of it. Okay?
Okay.
So now while Dean is working with you, I'm going to work with you too.
Okay.
And I'm going to try and see what I can do about your ability to empath, okay?
Okay.
Okay, you ready to get started, Sonia?
I am.
Okay, Sonia, put one hand on your heart and then one hand, spread your fingers because we're going to get 2 points. The back of the head, like here, behind your ears, but also the back of your neck. So if you put your thumb on the back of your neck and your fingers on the back of your head and spread them out, like, I know this thing's weird, but so you get back of your head and back of your neck. And your heart chakra over the rest of this year is building up a shield, building up some filters, some protection, because you're feeling so much of other people's stuff. Like Juliana used the metaphor like a sponge. You're getting everybody's feelings, like you're swimming in a ocean of emotion. And it's like poison if, it's a toxic overload. So keep that hand on your heart and imagine ask for the healing, but also the protection and the shield and the filters, so you can feel your own feelings and what's important to feel, but not be overwhelmed by it. This is going to be building up, and you can keep doing this over the most of this year, 2020, is you're working on protecting your heart chakra. Okay. It's a natural cycle. Saturn's going over your Venus. Saturn means to create a structure of protection or a little bit of a wall around it. Because some people, their heart chakra is too closed and yours is too maybe open. And so let's just ask for that appropriate amount of feeling that you can handle. And you can tell the difference between your feelings and other people's feelings. Okay. So keep that going, and the angels are working on you already. And I will be quiet for a minute so everybody can focus on helping you to get, your heart in a place where you're happy instead of overwhelmed. Okay. Probably enough. Are you okay, Sonia?
Yes. I don't know why this happens. I have no idea. I don't understand it. It happens all the time.
Well, you're going to take control of that pretty soon. Okay? Just take control of it.
Okay.
Just keep doing those points like as often as you can, and ask the angels to help you correct the amount of openness so that it is the amount that you can handle. Okay?
Okay. Okay, thank you.
Sure. Juliana, did you have anything to add?
Yeah. For your situation, it's a little bit more difficult. I've already done did you feel anything just now?
Very strong, just emotion, but I can't even say what it was. It was just emotion, like sorrow, I think. Just sorrow. But I don't know exactly what or why.
While I was working on you, I went through your book, and you have taken on a vow in your past life, that if you did something, I do not know what it is that you did, but it was bad enough that you feel you have to pay penance in this lifetime. And so the way to do penance is to take on the burden of other people.
Okay.
And if that's the case, there's nothing much that we can do, because it's something that you committed yourself to in your original blueprint.
So I have to live like this.
Well, we have actually, you know, we have actually dimmed, closed certain parts, certain doorways, certain plugs. Let's just put it. We put certain plugs on you, so hopefully that will help you lighten your load a little bit. But you were so adamant, language again. You were so adamant in making certain, ascertaining that your penance be repaid in this lifetime. It's almost like this. In the Philippines, they have this practice where those who have faulted against God, what they do is they make this pilgrimage with a cross up to a hill, and then they take all kinds of stuff. Some of them even take cactus or woods, knives and everything, and the whips, and they keep hitting themselves. Sometimes even until the skin peels off. But they do that because they want to pay back. God, I'm not saying that that is correct, okay? Not saying, but when I examine you, that's the exact same thing that I feel with you that I felt with them.
I do feel a very strong need to, like it's my responsibility to carry it, but it's very difficult on me.
Yeah, because you felt that in your past life you didn't like feel that you fulfilled that responsibility towards somebody. Somebody entrusted you with something, but then you kind of not followed through with it because you were negligent. You were intending to have a fun time somewhere else. And as a result, tragedy occurred. And so now you're trying to make up for it here by taking on the burden of everybody that is close to you. So being an empath is being an empath. You can't walk out of the house without not having protective headgear. But what helps me on certain days when I want to take a break from work, what helps me is if I know I'm going to a social gathering of any sort. I know how red meat affects me. It kind of it nullifies me. It puts me in a neutral zone. And no matter how I try to raise my antenna, I get into the zone, whether it's directly or indirectly, it doesn't happen. So it's like I use red meat, like beef, as a form of a pill for me, medication for me to give me that moments of peace. Otherwise, wherever I go crazy because I hear everybody's thoughts. I pick up on everybody's emotions. Okay. You need to learn how to control that.
I'm trying really hard, yes.
Well, from here onwards, you may be able to, because we've given you a little bit of a helping hand. But what Gabriel and Raphael are telling me, what will help you is understanding your history behind your actions.
Okay.
And that's the reason why you are such a strong empath, because being an empath helps you fulfill your penance here because you pick up on everybody's emotions.
Right. I just wanted to minimize the anxiety that goes with it.
You should be able to from now on. You just have to understand yourself better, and you have to take more precautions. Now, as for what's happening within your family, it's something that, as I told somebody else in the room just now, there will always be somebody out there that will want to do you harm, either out of jealousy, out of anger, out of vengeance, out of hate. And it's a two-way mirror. You either want to see or you don't want to see, or suffer the consequences. Like it or not, there are people out there who use a lot of unnatural means to get things done. So you need to understand that you can't be watching. It's like playing ping pong or playing tennis. Instead of having to return the serve all the time, build a higher net so that it can't go through the net. You have to learn how to secure yourself. Whatever, however people want to regard you, whatever vengeance or anger or hate or envy comes at you, don't pick it up. Don't, the minute you pick it up and you react to it, then that karma is yours. You make things better for them, but you make things worse for yourself.
Okay.
And that is what Kay explained to me, a very important lesson she taught me while I was growing up too. She was one of my teachers. Okay?
Okay. I think it's gonna help. I think
Yeah,
it's gonna help.
you have to do a regular cleaning process on yourself in order to strengthen your shield and strengthen your aura. Because right now you have no aura. Your aura is like almost non-existent. You have no safety shield around you. So everything you get full blast, full hit.
Mhm. Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a pretty hard time right now. I
Yeah.
can sense, yeah. Mhm.
So, Anna, I know I owe you a recipe, but I have been all over the place these past few days, and I'm trying to find the ground under my feet too. So, but
I can wait, no problem.
I will get you the recipe. Yeah, recipe. You try it, and if you feel that it's beneficial to you, then let me know, and then we'll do one for your sister, Sophia, right?
Sonia.
Oh, Sonia. Okay.
Mhm. Okay.
All right.
Thank
And
you.
that bath will help you. That bath is perfect. It's excellent for all empaths because it controls what goes in and what comes out. It's a shield. Okay, I'm sorry I took too much time, Dean.
No, thank you so much. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. Eleni, are you there?
Yes,
Can't see you.
I'm here. Yeah,
Hi, Eleni. How you doing?
doing good. Thank you.
I've got your chart here. Well, if I was going to pick the points to work, I'd work on the heart chakra and the back of the neck. And
Okay.
is there anything in particular on your mind that you would like to work on?
No, I think I'll go with what you said.
And what about you, Juliana? Are you getting any messages about Eleni?
I think the reason why you were picked up from Gabriel's the one who wanted you to come forward, is because of relationship, of emotion. Now, I am very unclear about this, so I'll be very honest. There is an energy that's standing behind, not standing behind literally, but that's connected to you. So, metaphorically standing behind you. And this energy is somebody, the thing that's confusing for me is that, is it a male energy or female energy? 1 minute is a male energy, next minute is a female energy, but let's start with the male energy. Do you have, he comes across either as a husband figure or a brother kind of figure that is passed?
I have a brother who's passed, but I also have a guy who kind of considered me his wife.
Okay. Okay.
My brother would have identified as a highly Christian guy, and the other guy would not be, if that helps you in any way.
Okay. I still feel like a very gentle female energy, but it's confused with the male energy. So I don't understand how that works. So, yeah,
okay.
But two energies that's working with you right now. One of them pass from some kind of a accident?
Nothing is coming up for either the two men that I'm thinking of, or the female.
Okay.
I don't know of a female.
Something to do with wheels, but those are not car wheels. It's more like bike wheels or motorcycle wheels or something, but big wheels.
They could be referring, my oldest grandson had a motorcycle accident recently.
Yes.
And they could be aware of that accident.
Okay, so it's all connecting the pieces because they keep showing wheels. It's a mangled mess on the road. It's almost like a junction of the road, and the wheels are like turning and turning and turning round and round. So, so that's the reason why I'm pretty confused now.
Yeah, I can see why.
And the female energy, it's almost as if like there's this male energy and the female energy keeps flitting in and out through the male. And what that, I've never seen this before. So what that means, I can't really tell you. But what I would like to say is that they're saying that they're here to support you.
Okay, excellent. Thank you.
All right. And that you're not alone in this, and take it slowly and don't be too anxious because it will hurt your health, the stress, the anxiety, and stuff like that. So be calm, be cool, and things will sort itself out. Don't worry about who's at fault or whatever, stuff like, something like that. And that it will resolve itself. The important thing is that the child, meaning the person who rode the bike, is safe.
Yes.
Well, yeah. He says everything else, don't worry, let the courts decide.
Yeah.
Okay. But they are behind you. And again, as I said, I get really confused about this female energy that's still like going in and out from the men.
I wonder if it could be my parents. My father is passed, and so is my mother. Does that ring right to you or something like that?
Does your mother, her name, does it have an L in it?
The last name is Lawrence, Lawrence, both of them.
Okay. And then does it have an A and an N in it somewhere for your mother?
Her name is Marie.
So the N is in the last name and the A is in the first name.
No, the L is in the last name and the M is in the first name.
That's an N.
Marie.
Okay, but there's also what I was saying is an N, not M.
Oh, N.
Yeah.
My birth name is Nancy, and as Nancy.
Okay. Well, so it's all in the family, and they're all here to tell you that everything's going to be okay. It's going to be fine. It's a lesson well learned, so that he will not repeat the same mistake again.
Oh, thank God.
All right. So health-wise, yes, I agree totally with what Dean said about the different points. You have do you have difficulty breathing?
I have a heart and lung condition. Yeah. But I'm doing pretty well.
Yeah. And I think that's why it's so important for them to come together in a united front to tell you, to assure you that everything is okay, because the anxiety, considering your heart condition, they don't want you to get too stressed out because it might hurt you. The anxiety, the stress. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I'm very happy to hear that he's not going to, hopefully not even going to get another motorcycle.
Yeah. This lesson will teach him good. All right.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome. So are you ready to work on your points with Dean?
Sure.
Okay. Elaine, put one hand on your heart and lung area.
I'm going to have to put the phone down. Okay. Heart and lung area. Okay.
Yes, and then one behind your neck.
Okay. Got it.
And then just request of the archangels for assistance, filling you with healing light into your heart and lungs, holding those 2 points and asking to be free of any pain or suffering or any damage. Ask them for healing and protection. And let's everybody send her loving, healing light. And then I will wait for you, Juliana, when you're ready to speak again. I will be quiet now. Okay, Juliana, would you like to add anything?
Okay. Alani, are you there?
I'm here, yeah.
Okay, good. Can you come closer to the camera, please?
Sure.
All right. Can I ask you a question? Is your birthday around the corner?
It is. Actually, it's in September.
All right. You're frozen. Okay. Okay. All right. Your relatives are gonna be here. They're gonna be hanging around with you for a longer period of time. They wanna be here with you for your birthday. So just know that you are not alone and that you can, it's like, if you could see them, it would be party time. But they're here to give you strength, and they're here to tell you that you're not alone, and they're here to carry you emotionally, spiritually. All right?
Okay.
So don't be calm and be cool, and don't worry about your grandson is at it on a motorbike, because he has learned his lesson. But know that you will not be alone and that your family is all with you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Next thing.
Okay, is Jane here? Let's see. Still have Jane. Maybe not.
Where? I think I don't see her around. Is
Okay.
there a... No.
Okay. How about Sophia?
Sophia, are you here? Nope.
Okay. How about, let's see, Susan
She's here.
Guerrero. Susan Guerrero. Did we already work on you or we just talked to you before? Okay.
Talk to me, yeah.
Okay. Hi, Susan. I've got your chart here.
Yes.
Okay. Wow. Your chart looks like a pyramid. So
Yeah.
it involves mostly along the back but it's like 1, 2, 3, 4. Most of the chakras along the back, from the back of the head down to the sacrum, but also the moon to Mercury. So there's a lot of choices where we could do the work. Either throat chakra and belly, or back of the head to sacrum, or there's a whole bunch of them. So I can't choose unless somebody tells me there's an issue somewhere. So
I don't know what issue you mean, like pain or
pain or problem, but maybe Juliana can tell us if you're not sure.
I'm not sure.
Okay.
Firstly, you have to give a commitment to us that you're not going to, even if we fix you right now, but you have to give a commitment to us that you won't allow this to happen again. Because this is not coming from me, this is coming from Michael and Gabriel. Because right now it's almost like, and the direction that, or what is hurting you is your mom. The intensity of her condition. You want to help her, that you take in, you tolerate. It's like you keep everything, all the insults, all the abuse, verbal abuse, emotional abuse that she gives you, not because she's in control of herself, but because she's not, actually affected you. And you feel that being your mom, you're going to be able to take it because your siblings are not really doing their part in wanting to look after your mom the way that you do. So you're kind of torn. It's like the pressure is just too much for you, and you need to learn how to give yourself that necessary distance once in a while to be able to work on yourself and not allow yourself to be overwhelmed by your mom.
Correct.
So what we are going to do now is we're going to do some basic work on you. And the reason why Michael is asking this commitment from you not to let it repeat, because the work that we do for you would be pointless, because if you don't identify, if you don't shield yourself, protect yourself from your mom, because almost as soon as we do it for you, the next time you're going to see your mom, it's going to totally unravel.
Oh no, please no. But it takes my commitment for that not to happen.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
You need to stand up for yourself. You need to be able to say no sometimes. You need to be able to share the load with your siblings.
Yes.
You can't put everything on your shoulder.
Correct.
Okay?
Mhm.
So that's the first step of healing. You need to have that commitment to yourself.
I think that's what I'm feeling is building in myself, is understanding the not my problem is coming up a lot. It's like, okay, this is mine, this isn't mine.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think what I need for Susan to work on is something to do with the head. For some reason, her mind, when I reach out to her, she's in a daze up here.
I've been feeling like I am going to sleep. Yeah.
She's in a daze up here and she has trouble focusing and concentrating. And
I can see where it is.
yeah.
It's kind of everywhere, but yeah.
Yeah, it's like the whole body is affected, but it's the head, follow the spinal behind to her neck, to her shoulders, and according to Raphael, do her lower back.
Yeah. Okay. So the main place where the shift is happening is behind your heart. And that's where you might even feel physical pain there or emotional pain, but it's kind of subconscious pain. So I would actually put one hand behind your heart and then move your other hand over the course of a minute or two. And rather than just telling you, so one hand behind your heart, but it's really all the points along the back from the sacrum on up. Sacrum, lower back, back of the neck, back of the head. But they're all focusing right now on the back of the heart, which is where you might feel like being stabbed in the back or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And that might feel like an emotional stabbing you in the back by somebody, or it might be physical pain. There's a lot
of times I do feel like I get tension in the right there. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the focus of it. And right now, that's a little planet called Chiron, and it happens this week that Pluto, which moves very slow, and all the planets have gone over that point in the last few months. And so there's all this energy trying to be released. And what it is we need to put some angels in there working on your back. But it's also the back of your head, your subconscious mind, and it's the collective unconscious. So just start at the bottom and move on up, but keep one hand behind your heart, okay?
Okay.
And ask for the angels to assist.
Yes.
And so one more thing is ask for the angels for the courage to say no when you need to. Don't be afraid to say no if you...
And the wisdom to know when I should say no?
Yeah.
That sacrum point, that's the wisdom point.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
How do you feel, Susan?
I feel well, thank you. I'm writing down the word commitment.
How does your body feel? I mean, did you feel any particular sensation?
I have to well, my arm was sore from trying to hold it back on the back of my heart, but physically, but in my, I have to focus a lot on feeling energy and different things. So I was so thinking about the angels and moving to the different places that I can't say I felt.
Okay, it's okay. It's good.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay. Who's next? You're welcome.
Okay. Elise is she still here?
Elise, are you
Yes.
here?
Hi, Elise.
Hi.
Alice. I keep getting the two names
Alice.
mixed.
Alice, right?
Alice.
Alice.
Okay.
Right? Okay. I'm sorry. It's just that we have somebody else we know who's called Elise too.
Okay, Alice is fine.
Okay. So there's 3 points that I see. One is the back of the head, one is the back of the neck, and one is the pelvic center below your belly button. Are there any particular issues in any of those places or particular issues you'd like to work on? Not sure.
Not sure in terms of what, like when you say issues.
Physical pain, or we could just ask the angels why they called your name.
Okay, okay.
And then I'll be able to figure out which point it is, or points.
How about the sacral chakra, the second chakra?
Yeah, that's the focal point of most of the
Okay.
stress here. I don't know, is there a lot of emotion coming up, like anger or anything like that?
Well, I live with that day in and day out because I'm caring for my mom who has dementia, so
Yeah.
I'm constantly in that state.
Yeah, that's probably why. Okay. Yeah. Oof, boy, I can feel it from here. What about you, Juliana? What do you see?
For me, it's very spiritual and her issues, but I feel as if like you're about to give up, like you want to give up, but you can't. It's like the weight is too heavy for you with your mom.
That's how I feel.
Yeah, and you're feeling really frustrated, but your mom is really pushing you and pushing you and pulling you and tugging you. I hear her voice in my ear, and I know she's your mom, but it requires a lot of love for you to be doing this job with her. And
Okay.
yeah.
Were you done speaking, Juliana?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Alice or Elise, would you put one hand on your second chakra, please?
Okay.
And then this And then also, let's just do both the back of the neck and the back of the head at the same time if you stretch your thumb and your fingers between those 2 points. So that'll get the higher chakras as well as the emotions at the same time. And then request for the angels to help you with that. And the other deities that are here. And we'll just hold those points for a minute, and please everybody send healing energy to help relieve the stress and the emotions and the frustration. And this mental stress as well. Okay. Anything else, Juliana, to say?
You can release your hands now. Did you feel the energy?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The question that Gabriel and Michael are asking you, do you want to continue looking after your mom?
I'm sorry. Oh,
Yeah.
I don't want to dump her in a nursing home, but I need help. I've been asking for help for years. I've got no help. I've been doing this on my own for 14 years. How long do I have to do it by myself?
Okay. At this point, there's nobody that's going to come forward to help you do it because the challenge of looking after your mom is just overwhelming. And
nobody has come forward in 14 years.
exactly. But you're at a point where you're feeling like you've run into a wall and you're ready to give up, but you don't want, you know, by giving up, you feel that you're doing the wrong thing also by your mom. Like, who's going to be there for her? Who's going to look after her?
Uh-huh.
But right now, your mom, the reason why she's been surviving this long is because she's been using your energy.
I know that.
You know, and
I
you
don't
are.
stop it though.
I'm sorry?
Stop it.
You broke off.
I know she's been using my energy. What I don't know is how to put a stop to it.
You and your mom both have a gift.
I know.
Gift is because when I was working on you just now and transferring the energy, there came a point where very quickly into the whole thing, you were sucking my energy. It was like my energy was just flowing and flowing into you, like
I'm so sorry.
Very easily. No, it's all right. It's okay. You didn't do it intentionally. You couldn't control it. That's why at one point halfway I had to stop to moderate the energy. But then the minute you got the energy, it's like you were dry of energy.
Mm-hmm.
And your mom, and I can feel your heart. It is so tired. It is so exhausted. It's like you're in the desert. You want to continue, but you can't.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like you're using your very last reserve. And your purpose of being here right now is because you want to ask angels, is it okay for you to leave your mom? That's the real purpose of you coming here. And your mom has, wherever possible, she will not want to leave because you are extending her life through your energy.
I know.
She has gone past her time way yonder. All right. I can't tell you exactly what to do here because I understand your frustration and your pain. But what I can tell you is that other people, other persons, you see, by you giving up so much of your life for your mom, on one hand, it's a blessing to you, but it's a karma to her because she's blocking you from going on with your life. It's more like an imprisonment. She's imprisoning you.
That's exactly how I feel. That's exactly how I feel.
Yeah. You need to break yourself free because otherwise your mom will have to pay karma back for what she's doing to you. I'm not trying to be heartless. I'm not trying to tell you that it's okay to walk away from your mom. But what I'm telling you to do is that you have to find alternative resources to help care for your mom.
I'm glad you're telling me about the karma because I'm very aware of that. And if she's incurring karma by doing this, I don't want to punish her that way. That's not right.
No, but at this point, for her, I would suggest that if you can try and either get a nurse to come in to look after her.
I've been thinking of that.
Yeah, a hospice nurse to come in to look after her. Because once you relinquish your energy from her, it will go its natural course with her.
Okay.
Do you understand what I'm trying to tell you?
Because under these circumstances, I just can't imagine putting her in a nursing home. It doesn't seem right.
Get somebody here. I mean, in to her home.
I have free.
Yeah. And you need to recuperate. You need to heal yourself. And the more you heal, the better it is. Because right now, you're running on empty.
I am. I know I am.
Otherwise, you wouldn't have been sucking so much of my energy just now.
On my birthday, I actually asked for help and I said, either help me or let me die because I can't keep going this way. I want to die.
And that's the real reason why you are here. And that's the reason why they wanted to speak to you. You need to fix the situation because you are working out of empathy and love, but your mom, she's a sprightly old lady because she just wants to party over here. She doesn't want to leave because she just wants to continue enjoying what life has to offer. But she doesn't understand the suffering that she's causing you and the burden that she's putting on herself. And that is what Kali is telling you. Now, Kali has not spoken up for anybody else over here except you right now because she's aware of the situation. In fact, Kali is telling me right now that she's been to visit you.
I got a fever and feeling sick.
She's
Kali telling me that she's been to visit you even before this webinar.
Oh, I've been connecting with her daily.
Yeah. So she's saying that you have done a wonderful job with your mom, but now it's time to let go of the reins and let somebody else take over with your mom. So go research because there's a lady who's waiting to take over your place. A lady has already been pre-selected for you to take care of your mom. Now, you are also stopping your mom from moving forward.
I know.
Okay? So, yeah. So you have to also be very cautious that when you're around people, you don't try to suck their energy.
I'm very apologetic. I'm so sorry.
No worries. I totally understand. But according to Kali and Shiva, it says go forward in peace and may the light be with you. You're here because it's a conscience thing. It's like, what is the right thing to do?
Right. Right.
But you can't carry it anymore.
No.
So which part did Dean work on you? Did he work on your heart?
No. Second chakra.
So maybe you should find out from Dean how to do the heart chakra, because her heart is it's difficult for her to let go.
Okay.
Heart and the head. Two voices must become one.
Yeah, we did work on the back of her head and the back of her neck as well. But the heart chakra is front and back. It's like a broken heart or a wounded heart. And so you could put one hand on the front and one hand on the back. And anything that you know, for example, just this, what you're going to be doing with your mom when you let someone else take care of her, that's maybe heartbreaking right there. You know what I mean? And then it brings up all your other heartbreaks you've had in your life. So this is something you came into this life with was a lot of heartbreak. And so front and back of the heart to heal that. I feel it. Okay.
Thank you.
You guys ready to move on?
Thank you. Both of you. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Do you feel some weight lifted off you?
Just a lot of tears coming.
Yeah, I can see that.
It's a tough decision, but something that has to be done. Okay?
Thank you.
All right.
God bless.
You're welcome.
Okay,
Thank you.
Barbara is next.
Hi.
Hey, Barbara.
Hey.
Thank you to everybody for being so patient. This takes a long time because we had so many people that the angels were asking to work with. So anyway, let's see what's going on here. Okay. So here we have a few choices, mostly along the back, actually. It's like we had somebody else where it was all the points along the back, all the way from the sacrum to the lower back, to the back of the heart, back of the neck, back of the head, pretty much all those points. So we have too many choices here. Either Juliana, if you have some something that you see there, or Barbara, if you have a reason to be asking for us to work on you, let us know.
Barbara, do you have problems sleeping at night?
I always wake up about 4
Yeah.
or 5, but I go to sleep really easy, and then I'll wake up and I'll either obsess for an hour or I'll go back to sleep. You know, just
Yeah.
the monkey mind, just doing stupid things.
Did you say obsess?
Yeah, just stupid stuff, you know, about stupid stuff.
I know the feeling.
Okay. And do you have issues focusing also, your head? Like it comes and it goes, it comes and it goes.
It depends. If I'm working on something that requires a lot of mental focus, I'm okay, but I'm quite the dreamer. I mean, I'm a visionary and I live in other realms a lot. And if something, if I'm not interested in it or whatever, then yeah, my mind will trail off.
All right. Well, Raphael is the one who picked you out, so it has got to do with a health issue. And you soul travel, don't you?
I do something. I don't know what to call it.
You've been a very curious soul traveler too. You open doors that you're not supposed to open.
Oh. Can you elaborate on that?
It means that you get yourself into trouble. Because you have your curiosity gets you into trouble. You soul travel, but you don't take the necessary precautions when you travel. And the reason why we picked you out is because, and Kali is doing this to you. She's doing this right now. You do feel, do you feel like when you wake up, you're very exhausted?
Yeah.
That's because you don't stay in your body. You soul travel. That's the reason why your sleep is so restless too. Because you've been, every time you soul travel, you're going further and further and further in. You're opening more and more doors in. Oh, I haven't seen that door yet. Let me see what's inside. At least a peek. And then you try to, and your guardian is behind you saying, no, don't. And you do open it because you're curious.
Yeah, I have a big curiosity streak.
Yeah, and you know what's the answer to that from Kali? Curiosity kills the cat.
The cat. Satisfaction brought him back.
He's saying that one day you're going to go out there and you're not going to be able to come back. You're going to get yourself stuck out there because every time you open the door, you let something out.
Can you speak more to that? Reason being is that when I'm in deep meditation, I go out further and further and further and further. It doesn't bother me. I love it out there. But I often wonder, what is this?
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's like you like to wonder. Your sense of curiosity, your sense of adventure is bringing you way far out there, further out there. And what they're saying, all three of them, Kali, Raphael, and Michael, are all saying that this is detrimental to your health. Why? Because number one, traveling the way that you do it affects your body. Every time you come back, something dysfunctions in your body. You become weaker somewhere else because without realizing it, you're hurting your body because you are doing the real soul traveling, not just wishing to be there or imagining. You actually open doors and they're not happy, especially Shiva, because they have to clean up your mess. Because every time you let open a door, you open a door, even the smallest bit. when you close it, you don't close it properly. And so you leave a trail of entities and energies behind you who says, okay, you know, it's time. I mean, they enjoy the fact that they have been let out. And so they cause havoc when they come out. They cause chaotic messes. And the thing is that right now, Kali is saying, be very careful which door you open and how far you go, because there will come a point where you will go, you will hit that line, that mark, which even me, myself, I'm not allowed to cross, but you will want to cross it because you assume that this is fun, this is Wonderland, this is La La Land, you know, and you've always been coming back. So you don't see any problem about crossing the final line. So if you do cross that final line, then you end up having a heart attack here in the physical world.
That's what I was wondering. That's where I was wondering where all that was going.
Yeah. So be very careful where you go.
But I do it when I'm sleeping.
Yeah. If I'll give you the name of my son. If you go there again, please say hello to him for me. I'm just kidding. Walking around them. You see, that's the reason why they're there and why we're here. And when I travel too, but I have destinations I have to go. It's like I travel as Shiva. Whenever I have to travel, he brings me. And because of that, I know that he manages the places that I can go to. But usually I do soul traveling to battle demons, entities. The ones that I don't want to battle here, I go up, I move to the astral level, to a certain place, a battlefield is what I call it, where I meet Michael and other warriors, and we battle. There's a battlefield out there. You don't want to end up on that battlefield, especially if you're not equipped to handle a battle, because they're not friendly at all. None of them are. And when they're out there, they're not playing. They're there with the intent to capture, to kill. So if your soul, when you travel and you're stuck out there and you get killed on the battlefield or even killed in whatever rooms you go, your body is going to die here. I'm sorry for the lingo, but they want me to stress the word, you know, to stress how dangerous it is for you. So remember, curiosity kills the cat.
So then the question is, how do I prevent that from happening? I mean, because I'm asleep.
Do you know the reason why you travel? It's because it does not have any limitations for you. You are able to travel in your sleep because in your sleep you don't need wheels, you don't need transportation. You just travel. You literally you fly. Mobility is not an issue for you. So whatever you cannot do over here, in your waking moments on earth, let's just put it that way, physically, you do it spiritually. And how do you control it? You have to, what Kali is telling me is you got to reverse the situation, because right now, your body, your spirit longs for sleep. Like you say, you fall asleep easily, but you wake up at a certain time.
Mm-hmm.
And do you know why? Because fortunately, I'm glad you're not telling me that you wake up at 3 a.m. because 3 a.m. is the witching hour. It's when all the negative entities, demons, demonic energies, that's when they roam free. That's where if there's anything that's negative to be done, it will happen at 3 a.m. because 3 a.m. is when Christ died on the cross. So they're mocking him. But you come back at about 4, 5 o'clock.
Yeah, 4 to 5. Yeah.
Yeah, so that is a safer thing. But you are there during the witching hour. So that is not a place to go and have a playground. That's not a place to go and play and have fun and everything. that is the place that you go to only if you need to, not because you want to go there freely. So the reason why you go there is because you're kind of bored right now, you know, in the situation that we are in with the virus, being homebound and everything. So your mind is looking for a place to go and play. And don't forget, your mind is a very powerful tool.
Mhm.
So what do you want to do? Do you still want to play? Because one day you might not come back. I'm telling you, you're very close to that line. Do you know how much of a lecture I get every time I see that line and I want to go towards it?
So,
well, I've just never heard that before, so I'm I'm just like, what? Huh.
So, Juliana, we can do a little work to set up some boundaries for her. I know which points to do. Are you ready to do some?
Hold on. Okay, Shiva, Michael, what do we do here? Dean says he knows how to set the boundaries, but I think Barbara, you need to find something of interest for you to look forward to when you wake up. You have to reverse your interest level. Instead of waiting to go to sleep to go wandering, you should be wanting to, you should give yourself an agenda of things that interest you here.
Well, I do a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm interested in a whole lot of stuff.
Sorry? Okay, you have to make your intentions known according to Kay. You need to make your intentions known that and apologize that you did not intentionally go to you did not intentionally go there to create havoc by the way that you open all the doors, that you went there innocently and you have to, this is coming from Kay, and that you have to make your intentions known that you would like to be that you would like to exercise better discipline in your travels. That means don't go intruding or entering where you're not supposed to go. It's for your sake so that you don't get hurt too. Okay? The want has to come from you, because if we put strict restrictions on you and we limit you, you are going to be even more, it's going to be even more of a challenge for you to want to go there. So you have to state that that you don't want, it was not your intention to go there that deep to open all these doors, because whenever you open the doors, you let something out, and that you would like to be able to discern the difference and not go and not upset the system of things over there. You understand?
I think
called-
so. It's different. It's foreign to me.
Yeah, it's called free will. You use free will to go there. So right now you have to understand that you went, it's like going into somebody's house without their permission. So now you have to make your wishes known that you do not wish to intrude again. Something like that. So that, because when you say it with your mouth subconsciously, it retains in your mind, so that when you go to sleep, you will not, hopefully you will not do it again. You will not travel beyond where you're not supposed to travel again. Are you willing to try that? You don't need to say out loud to everybody. Just say it in your head. Okay?
Yeah.
So while we work on you, while we put perimeters around you, while me and Dean put perimeters around you, please say that out loud in your head. Because where Kali is concerned, she is very particular about this stuff.
Okay.
Are you doing it willingly or because I'm telling you to do it, or am I forcing you?
Well, it's just, I've just never heard of it before. So it's new. It's new information for me.
Yeah. I don't often face somebody and tell them that they have gone too far. Astrally. But yeah. All right. This is for your sake. It's not just because certain rules are broken. It's for your sake. As I said, a fish cannot live out of water, and you were out of water. It takes a toll on your body. So they're trying to help you.
Okay.
All right. So look at it positively. Okay.
Okay.
Are we good?
Yeah.
This is all for good, nothing for bad. Okay. All right. And it's good that we are talking to each other now before the deed actually gets done, because nothing is a coincidence, and there's no coincidence that you're here today with us and that Kali is here. It's to save you, protect you. Look at it that way.
Okay.
All right. So Dean, how? You're on mute, Dean.
Okay, so Barbara?
Yeah.
You have in your chart a Jupiter opposite Saturn. And that Saturn is boundaries or the rules. Apparently you have talents and abilities that that have taken you out of bounds a little bit. So Jupiter is your sacrum and Saturn is your lower back. And what this would do to connect those points together, working with the angels, and it also affects your these are subconscious or unknown rules. Saturn is the boundaries and rules, and Jupiter is what is right and wrong. And because Jupiter and Saturn are opposite, it's like and there's subconscious rules, things you do in your dream state. So if you would connect your sacrum to your lower back, and then alternately about, in a minute, move your lower back hand up to the back of your head. This will get all the points so that you will hopefully be able to integrate in your dreams or in your sleep state what the unwritten rules are that you didn't know. Okay, and I didn't know what they were either, but hopefully we will be able to get them imprinted in there, installed in there for you. Okay? Do you understand the point? So it's keep one hand on the lower back, sacrum, and then alternately go from the lower back behind the belly to the back of the head. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
You got that?
Yeah.
And then we'll just let Kali and Shiva and the angels do the rest. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Ready to go?
Mm-hmm.
All right. could also spread your fingers out between your sacrum and your lower back and get all 3 points at the same time.
How about the neck? Spread my fingers.
You don't need the neck here. It's just the back of the head and sacrum and lower back. Okay. That is good. How are we doing? You can let go, Barbara.
Oh, good.
Okay. Oh my God. That was a new one for me.
Me too. Who knew?
Well, now we all know. Okay. Are there any questions, Barbara, before we move on?
Like I said, that was just new to me.
Okay.
I mean, I sometimes jokingly say my sleeping life is more exciting than my waking life.
Now we know why.
Now we know why. Oh my.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So we have a little bit, and I don't know how time is for everybody, Juliana. We've got a couple more questions that have come up, and I don't know if you want to do this online or offline. Victor was wondering, you had mentioned doing something later. Did you mean now or privately?
Privately.
Privately, okay. So Victor, we'll need to talk later about your situation with your mother and your daughter. And then we have one more question here from Grace, who, are you there, Grace? I'm unmuting you.
I think I have a different screen because I don't.
Hello?
You have to what, Juliana?
I don't see Grace at all. So
It says G.
It says G. Can you turn on your video so we can, because
I can. I'm just with my dad, so I was driving, but yeah. Hang on.
You can?
I don't know if I can. I was on the phone. I mean, I've been home and then now I'm back on Okay, here we go. Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what did you want me to do, Dean? Maybe this is not the good time. I didn't think we were going to do this after all because I read your
Okay,
text.
you had asked me a question, so if you want, we can deal with this later, or you can come on and Saturday at 2 o'clock. That's maybe a better time because we're running very late now.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. All right. So.
Okay. Thank you.
Sure. I'm going to mute you again. And Juliana, that was all the ones that I see, unless I missed something.
I don't know. I can't remember the names that were pulled up.
Yeah, I think that's everybody. And we're running like an hour overtime right now. So I'd just like to tell other people that if we didn't get a chance to talk to you, we do a free 15 minutes with everybody, either on the Zoom or privately, and you can text us or call us. I just posted our phone numbers again. And if anybody has anything to say, I'd like to maybe unmute my sister, who's, hi, Leslie.
Hi, Dean.
So Juliana, this is my sister, Leslie.
Hi.
She's been my guardian angel for the last year and a half.
Hi.
Well, I think it's more like for the last 68 years, Dean.
Thank you. Thank you for revealing my age to the public.
But is it his birthday today?
No.
Oh.
Not.
Everybody's sending him birthday wishes though.
Oh, well.
I have no idea why. Maybe I've died and come back to life so many times that I have a new birthday now.
Anyway, nice to meet you, Leslie.
Nice to meet you, Juliana.
I'm happy you're here with us. Yes.
Wonderful to hear all the stories and how much we can support them. I want to reach out to each of the people and hug them and hold them. They're dealing with so many things.
Yes.
So I send my love to each of them.
Oh, thank you. Your mother's energy is very, very attached to you.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah. Is there a question that you wanted to ask?
Oh, no, I had no questions. I just wanted to be here to feel the energy and to see my brother.
Oh,
I haven't seen my brother for 3 years, so.
as you can see, he's doing a really good job here with everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody helping so many people, and that's fantastic, especially at a time like this. I guess he's offering help that a lot of people don't realize is there for them to use. So this is a very good tool to reach out to people.
Yes, I agree. Well, thank you. And I haven't been able to be here the whole time because I had some other things I had to do, but thanks for all of the work that Dean and you are doing.
Oh, you're welcome. Join us again this Saturday. We are having a guest speaker.
Good. I might if I can.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, and for everybody, we're here every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, 2 o'clock conversations with the Archangels, and 3 o'clock the astrology and healing work. And that's supposed to go from 3 to 4, but today it went from 3 to 5. So
maybe we should extend our time.
Well, sometimes it's too much. It can be exhausting, all this traveling. So,
So Juliana, do I call you after this?
I do not know what Dean's schedule is like, but apparently for some reason with you, I work better with you when Dean is his energy is combined with mine. So I don't know, Dean, are you free?
yeah, I'm free after this or tomorrow, whatever works.
No,
Well,
I can stay if you can.
yeah, we'll both agree. You can stay.
Okay,
Stay.
we can stay on
Wait.
this line, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Barbara, you have a huge angel standing right behind you right now near the photos. That angel has been assigned to you to guide you tonight in your sleep. So
Thank
know
you.
to ensure that you don't go wandering off into other.
Thank
Yes,
you.
certain. Michael has also tied a gold cord. It's actually light, but a cord of light around your waist.
Uh-huh.
So it's a certain length that you cannot pull beyond.
So I'll just be automatically guided back. Yes?
Oh, you will still be moving around, but it will not allow you to go to places that you're not supposed to go.
Okay. Well, thank you.
All right.
Yeah.
Happy travels. Don't bring back anything that we don't want.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you. Thank you to both of you.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Okay. All right. I will leave now. Figure out how to do that. Okay. All right. Thank you.
See you soon. Okay, thanks.
Bye.
Okay, so we are going to be ending the meeting now, but Victor, stay behind, and Juliana and I will stay behind. And thank you all for coming. And we will see some of you on Saturday, 2 o'clock.
Stay well, Alice.
Thank you so much, Juliana. I really appreciate all your help. You and Dean, you've been tremendous. And I needed to hear that I've done a good job, and I needed to hear I really need to hire that lady I've been thinking of, and I need to do it.
How
So
long have you
really
been looking
appreciate
after
it.
your mom?
What?
How long have you been looking after your mom?
Full time, 8 years.
Okay.
Part time and full time, 14 years. Since my father died.
Oh, don't worry. It's blessings that will come back to you. But now you need to get your sights right. Okay?
Thank you. I needed to hear that. Thank you so much. All right. See
You're
you
welcome.
Saturday.
See you. Bye.
Bye.
Who's Joy Parker?
Joy, are you there? I'll take care of that.
There you go. Okay. Are we still recording this?
Yeah, I'm going to stop the recording because this is more personal. So
Yeah. Okay.